And today, they meet the cream of the crop, a playoff team from a year ago who sees this as nothing more than a golden opportunity. Coming out with it, it's Price. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long one. He has incredible vision, he can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Punt is in the air. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Broncos offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Here's the handoff. Nice move there. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. The Broncos are learning about life after Ashton Jeanty last year with the sensational season, got close to Barry Sanders' single-season rushing yards record. When you change things, how much of an impact could that have on the way they distribute the ball, David?
I mean, they're going to have to find their go-to guys, but here's the thing. You know it's going to be a really good system. And having Mad Dog back at quarterback, a guy that you know you can trust how to distribute the football, knows the plays, a lot of experience back on the offensive line. There's a lot of others that were still here for that playoff run.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. From the gun, give on the inside. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Right on the money. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. Quickly out to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. It was quite a start for Spencer Danielson in his first full season as head coach at Boise State. 12 wins and a trip to the college football playoff.
And you could see him growing as a coach, and, man, the players loved him. Obviously, Ashton Jeanty is gone from that Dynamite team, but a lot of pieces back in place. I feel like this is a team, Jesse, that we're going to see in this spot a lot more.
Yeah, I agree, David. I think there's a lot of people out there that just think it was all Ashton Jeanty, but you're right. They have a lot of NFL talent returning at other spots, so I still expect this team to be successful.
The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. It's complete. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They try to pop a run on the draw. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the lone running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Back to pass, it's Carr. Got it in the middle, it's Fields. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches, taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over him. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, belief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national championship contender.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Fields. just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? On the run, it's Bob. Got enough for the first down. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Carr. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with the field goal, we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this, man.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Madsen. Got a man, it's Sherrod. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Grab near the marker. It's Marshall. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking for a man. It's Carr. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
If you're going to play football, you have to be able to mix up coverages. You can't just sit back in the same thing. How about the zone blitz? Catch him off guard. It looks a little bit like man, but I blitz a linebacker in there, hits the quarterback, gets him on the ground. He didn't even know what was coming to him.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the air, it's Madsen. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Finds his big tight end. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, a short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Broncos! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Setting up for the PAT, and when he gets this late, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Dropping back, it's Carr. Working that left side now. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He's taking the deep shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And this D's been very solid all across the board. And it's got to be a fun unit to coach, especially when you got quarterbacks out wide that you can just depend on. You can leave them on islands, you can vary coverages, and you see it right here. He breaks on the football, he understands where it's going, and that's such a luxury to have a guy out there that you can trust for a whole football game.
They'll run play action. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And 3rd down for a defensive lineman, trust me, I'm one of them, is money down. Go get me that quarterback, make the stop, get him to 4th down. The defensive line, the defense was ready to rock and roll. Nice job.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Running into the open space. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. This one's complete. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And now this is the time of the game where the clock's fighting against you, and you can only take so many shots like that and get no gain. We got to get out of bounds, or we got to waste timeouts. We got to be smart offensively in what we do here.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Back to pass, it's Carr. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? You kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner is stopped. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Going right to work up top. Fires to the tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, quick throw, getting it out of the quarterback's hands fast. You can't take a sack, obviously, at this point in the game, and you're just trying to matriculate it as quickly as possible down the field to get into field goal range to try and give your team a chance to win.
Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth, so of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Jet sweep to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they've regained the lead.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Trying to pound it in. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.